Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground. Hello, Dave.
How are you?
Mate? I'm good, mate. I'm good. Just watched Dan Howard weigh in alongside.
Back slumming it interviewing me after doing your press conference hosting gig, yeah?
I was going to say I didn't really expect to be doing this, but hey, can't have it the big time always. Just seen Dan weighing in alongside the fighters from tomorrow night. Same again, out to just show how good he is.
Mate, he's so talented, so dedicated. He absolutely lives a life. I'm really excited to see his performance tomorrow because we're in against another opponent that's coming to win, expecting to win, and even he was giving it down at the head-to-head as well, at the face-off. So, we're in for a real fight, and that's what he needs, and that's what he's been asking for. But his boxing ability is right up there. He is such a good fighter.
Yeah. What sort of character are you seeing now after the defeat? Is it a different one?
Yeah. He's starting to understand to relax a little bit more. It was too intense, too et up, too determined to get everything perfect.
Can you try too hard in boxing?
Yeah,
is that a thing?
That's exactly what Dan Howard was, and it's still a process. Don't get me wrong, but the more time he's spending in the gym, the more time he's spending as a pro. It's not just about living as a pro in terms of what you eat, what you do in training. So it's about how you think, and he's getting there. He's a lot more relaxed. He's understanding that not every shot's got to be a bomb, not every shot's got to be hard. He's understanding the subtleness about boxing and the cuteness about boxing a little bit more, and it's going to get better and better, which is why there is no rush with Dan Howard.
When you say there's no rush, I know obviously we know what people are like. If you go and get a highlight reel knockout like he's done before, immediately people will just go, right, who's in and around his weight? Yeah. That's unbeaten. Yeah. Let's do it now. Yeah. But I guess you are probably quite enjoying the fact that you can take your time.
Yeah, because when a wheel comes off, it kind of allows everybody to go, oh, hang on a minute, because I didn't want him rushed in the first place. But if you keep looking good in every fight, and you keep looking special in every fight, then there is that where TV, where promoters, where everybody wants you to move a little bit faster, or you're being too careful or whatever. My big thing is experience. When a wheel drops off, then everybody goes, oh, okay, there's no rush. We're very lucky because Wasserman are right behind him, and they're like, yeah, no problem, we understand. Take your time. He's not fighting puddings. He's not fighting guys that are just going to hold their hands up. He's still fighting guys that are coming to win. But the fights that you're saying, where it's like you're looking around the division, oh, this fight, good, showdowns and things like that. No, he's not there yet, and it allows me to spend more time in the gym with him, develop him, and also for him, more importantly, the mental side of things and the boxing IQ and cuteness.
Yeah. People just need to chill out a little bit, let him flourish, let him do his thing. Right, I've got to ask you this question. Which fight are you looking forward to the most? Darren Till versus Froch or Jake Paul versus Tank?
Oh, fucking hell.
Do you know what? When it all started I'll just use the word kicking off, but when it all started, the influencer stuff, I actually vividly remember some of the conversations we had. And I would be right in saying that at the start, you were kind of a bit I would say incredibly dismissive.
Yeah, but I understand the world we live in.
Has that changed though?
Yeah, because I understand the world we live in, but I also look at it separately. So I watch a lot of football. So if I go to a non-league game or a League 2 game, I don't look at that and watch it expecting to see the same quality as what I get if I'm watching Liverpool versus PSG or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? Professional boxing and misfits is kind of like that. I went on Saturday. That was the second time I've been. I went on Saturday, and I didn't go along to go and watch some beautiful boxing skills. There were a couple of fighters in there that were trying to box, and fair play to them. And it was a bit cagey affairs. But I didn't go to watch that. I didn't go to Misfits for that. I went to Misfits to watch the Joey Essex type swing ups.
What's the fight, by the way?
Oh, mate, it was unbelievable. And do you know what? That's about guys that are going in there, giving it a go, giving it everything they've got, emptying the tank, showing plenty of nuts and guts, The fucking bollocks on those two was unbelievable because they were absolutely goosed. Got nothing left. Kept finding some more. Asking questions themselves. That's the kind of fight that I got a Misfits for. Now, if that was in a professional boxing arena, I'd be like, fucking hell, what are these two doing here? What do they need to pack up? So I look at it two different things. And so that Misfits, I go for entertainment.
And it was entertaining.
Do you know what it is? When people around ringside say, oh, he never won that, or he never won that, I don't give a shit. I haven't gone to go and sit there and see who's going to win the fight. I've gone for entertainment. So that's how I enjoy that side of things.
Yeah, I always say, like, if you're standing outside a pub or when you're at school, right, and people are fighting, everyone wants to watch. People are now just doing it with nature. People in an arena.
Yeah, it's because they're popular people. They can sell tickets. They get the numbers. So people fill arenas. So you can't knock them if they're filling arenas and getting paid big money. You can't knock them. It's because the following that they've gathered themselves by whatever job it is that they actually do that gives them that attention. They've been successful in what they're doing to get on them shows. So it is what it is. If boxers sell tickets, then they get put to the front of the queue and get put on the big shows and get them more opportunities. It's just professional boxing. It's just the same.
Yeah. To be fair though, Froch and Darren Till aren't misfits.
No,
fighters.
they're
got an ex-fighter, a fighter.
That's an intriguing fight.
Does Cole get in the ring? I mean, it would have to be big dough. Let's be perfectly honest. We know that.
Big dough. I don't think.
What do you reckon it would be? I think, did Eddie say 5 mil, he reckons? Or something?
Millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
Oh, I'd love it though. Till versus Froch is.
Yeah. That'd be, mate. Carl's been out of the ring a long time, but he's still in shape, still trains, and I would never bet against Carl Froch.
Do you think he would knock Darren Till out?
I do, because of, I don't know. It's hard to say because he's 11 years out of the ring and he's a much older man now than what he was when last time he got punched in the head. Darren Till is an active fighter still. That's what he is. And he can fight. So, I don't know. But I would never bet against Carl Froch.
Darren did say he's a better boxer than me, I know. Yeah, I'll admit that. It's not...
Yeah. But getting hit when you've not been hit for so long is a big thing. And at that age, when you're older, it affects you differently. So it's if it happens, it's a real fight. It is a real fight.
When did you last take a clean shot?
Probably about 2 days ago. So I get in and I do a little bit with the lads. Not full-blooded wax, but enough.
Okay. Who was it with 2 days ago?
Ellis.
Okay. Putting in the work on you.
Just do it. You do, and you get caught when you're doing little stuff. I do a lot of I was over here and I was sparring a cruiserweight over here. Well, last time I was over here, I did a bit of body sparring, but you get bounced on chin. It's part of boxing. It is what it is. But
and you can feel the effect. I know obviously it's sparring, so it's different. Can you feel it's very different to when you were 10 years ago or?
No, but I've always kept up training. I've always kept up sparring. So
you've never had a break? Not really.
Not really. No. I mean, there's. Don't get me wrong. I've not done like 12 rounds open sparring, but I'll spar for. I'll do defensive stuff where the shot's coming back, but I'll do body sparring for 12 rounds, and you're getting caught on chin and stupid me because I don't wear a gum shield, so you'll still get your teeth clattered and stuff like that, and you're biting your tongue and shit, and shots getting caught. But that's so I've not had a long years gap where I've not been punched in the head, so I know what it feels like to get punched in the head.
Do you know what I'm hearing from you saying that? Nissa's here, Callum's here. You basically are telling me you're in fighting shape, Dave. Let's not lie. I'm trying to think like maybe Grant
I'm not out of shape, put it that way.
Yeah.
But no.
All right, then how much for you to get in the ring?
Mate, fucking hell, it'd have to be some good money. Because it's your reputation, isn't it? You get fucking slaughtered. But
professional boxers at the elite, like look at how many people would wind up. Right, let's take Tony when he lost to Usyk.
Yeah.
Would wind him up about getting knocked out by pound for pound one, best of our generation.
Yeah.
So if you get knocked out on a Misfits show.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe one day. Anyway, yeah. Tank and Jake Paul. It's a mad one, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's an exhibition.
Can you really believe though that
the minute they tag exhibition onto it, that means it's not going to be governed by proper rules of boxing. So therefore, Jake Paul can say you'll get 30 million, But if you knock me out, you're not getting paid, and it'll be in contract or something like that. If you hit me with this shot, it can do whatever he wants. It's an exhibition.
Because it's not board approved.
Yeah,
as such.
it's not sanctioned. It's not a professional fight.
Can you sell it as that though? If it is, because it is kind of WWE. If you're saying you can't knock me out,
but they've sold these fights as exhibitions in the past, or they did the Tyson. Was that Tyson Jake Paul was an exhibition? So it's like there's times when Tyson you can see what could have thrown, but didn't throw. Exhibition's an exhibition. Me and you could have an exhibition tomorrow and it was just tip tap.
I'd rather not.
No, but it would be. But that's what an exhibition is. Yeah. It's like right. Let's not. But if you take away the tag of exhibition, then Tank's knocking him out. But it's not. That's why it's an exhibition.
Do you really think though someone with like like when Tank's hungry, he's vicious. Do you really think he'll be able to stand getting in there and genuinely not just throwing a punch, a proper punch? Like that's when it was AJ talk. I thought genuinely I could not see AJ doing anything.
Yeah, but AJ wouldn't do that because he wouldn't let it go distance because he'd get absolutely crucified for it.
So will Tank.
No, because it's an exhibition. It's tagged as an exhibition.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
It's tagged as an exhibition, so you can just do that. It's an exhibition. There's been exhibitions in the past. Do you know what I mean? So when it's an exhibition, you know that they're not going to go full throttle. Keep bigger gloves. It is, yeah. If they take away the exhibition tag, then Tank's going to fucking chin him because he's from ghetto. He's a street boy, so he's got to face his mates. If it's an actual professional contest, he's got to face his mates that he didn't fucking knock out Jake Paul. Mate, it doesn't matter what Jake Paul says to him. I'll give you an extra 10 mil or whatever. Don't knock me out. In a professional fight, Tank's going for the kill.
Mental. I can't believe we're even talking about it.
But it's an exhibition, so it don't really mean anything.
Yeah. Final one, Canelo Crawford, 8-9 days away now.
Cannot wait.
I was laughing at the story that you said about when Canelo got in the ring against Rhodes. I don't just like looking at size, especially when it's such a high-level fight. No. I kind of can't really look past it.
It's a hard one to avoid because of the weight divisions that Crawford's come up from, But he is very, very good. He's exceptionally good. And you also have to look at the fact that Canelo isn't as mobile as he used to be, doesn't move his trunk and his head as much as what he used to do, doesn't have the same punch selections as what he used to do, and doesn't throw punches in bunches often like he used to do. So with the slower feet, Crawford's got the boxing ability to outbox him. Now, Usyk against Fury, how much weight did he give away?
You're asking me for the exact number.
But he
I don't
beat
know.
him twice.
Yeah.
Weight, height, reach, but he beat him twice because he is that good. Now you can't say, oh yeah, but Fury's shit. No, it was a hard fight, a really good fight, but Usyk had the boxing ability still to beat the bigger man. Crawford still got the boxing ability to beat the bigger man. It'll be a hard fight, it'll be a tough fight, but
you think he's got the blueprint?
I think he could beat him. Yeah, he's got the blueprint. We've seen Canelo struggle with southpaws in the past. Who boxes really well at southpaw? Crawford. Don't matter whether he's southpaw or orthodox.
Do you think he's the most
it's a great fight.
Talented fighter pound for pound of our generation? Ability-wise, Crawford?
It's hard to say. Because you talk about my generation, I've been around, I've had fighters around from the Roy Jones, the James Toney days, so it's hard to say that. I'm a massive Crawford fan, but I couldn't put him up in that bracket.
Do you think Crawford could win inside the distance, or is that the only non-possibility?
I don't think he knocks out Canelo. No. I'd be wow. I'd be like, wow.
But any other possibility wouldn't shock you, would you say? So no. Canelo points, Canelo knockout, Crawford points, all?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. And if push comes to shove for your prediction?
Crawford points.
Okay.